Okay, so it's 1 o'clock now. I can register at 3 o'clock. So just doing some last minute sort of final look over the event notes and stuff. I thought I'd give you a rundown on what I think of the course and how it's going to play out. So the swim, it's obviously 3.8k in total, but 2 laps with an Aussie exit. I think in an Ironman I'd generally be hoping to swim about 52 minutes. But looking from some past results, people that I've swam with in the past doing the 54 in Nice did 50 minutes here, so either they were a bit slower in Nice or this course is a bit faster. That Nice course that I'm referring to was also non-wetsuit, whereas this will be wetsuit, so yeah. Hoping for about 50 minutes on the swim. And it's 2 laps with the Aussie exit. On my way out, I'll try and grab a cup of water just to wash out that salt flavour. And if I have swallowed much water, try and even out the electrolytes and salt that you pick up from the swim. Onto the bike. This is probably the main event of the day. It's very renowned for being pretty hilly, as you can see there, 2.6 or 2.550 meters of elevation gain, and infamous for its winds. I've ridden sort of this first part of the course up to here, gone around here, done this and back in and right round. That was a 60k loop, and I must say that was on the Thursday, and yeah, the winds were pretty sketchy. The forecast to be a bit low on race day, but still, we'll see how it goes. The prevailing wind directions coming from the north heading south, so sort of this first climb will be headwind, then you got a bit of nice tailwind, back into headwind, tailwind, and so on. I'm planning to try and take out this first climb relatively hard so I can get a good estimate of where I am in the race. It's nice to have an out and back here, then you've got another out and back here which is about the 70k mark. Then after that you don't get much more knowledge of where you're going. Special needs is just on this little climb here, so I'm going to be making use of that. I think because it's on a hill I can stop and change out some bottles. Definitely better to take some time to restock on fuel than it is to bonk, especially on a course where you can be hitting headwinds and steep climbs. So yeah, if I'm sort of aiming to bike maybe 5 hours, 5:10ish, and then onto the run. Historically in the Ironmans, this is where I've struggled a bit, and I generally think it is fueling related, but yeah, we'll see. So this one's a pretty flat run. It has got some elevation along this first bit of coast that you do 3 times, but overall it's definitely classed as a flat run course. The first lap, one big leap all the way out past the airport, which is sort of the main thing of note on the course, and then back again. And after that you've got 2 shorter loops, turning at this point here twice, so you do that out and back to make up the 42 kilometers. And for myself, given it's quite a flat course, I'd be hoping to run, if we say 250 is a great day, and if I'm running, definitely under 3 hours, but I have had multiple Ironmans where I've got to the end and basically been walking, so trying to avoid that. If we look at some past year examples, then this is last year, and Arthur won it with a 50-minute swim, and this is the sort of guy that I swam with in Nice last year. And then everyone seems to take about 3 to 4 minutes in both transitions. Bike, as I said, for me, be looking at maybe that 5:10, 5 hour mark, and run 250. So realistically, if you add up all the splits that I'm sort of guessing, I'm coming in at about the 9 hour mark, which would slot me for that year right around 5th and 6th, which is where the money gets paid down to at this event. So yeah, I think 9 hours has got to be the target. The start list this year is pretty strong, to be honest. We got Arthur, last year's winner, Camworth, very strong cyclist, Andy Dright's another strong cyclist, Kenneth won it in 2020, so he's a bit of an expert on the course. I raced him in a triathlon before and he was so strong on the bike. And yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes really. I noticed in the press conference both Arthur and Cam weren't actually there, so they're on the start list, but I'm not sure they are here and racing. Overall, just gonna have to see how it goes. Aiming for a result or a time's a bit obsolete really, because it all depends who shows up on the day and what the weather conditions are, but mostly just want to hit solid numbers, feel like I've executed the race well, fueled well, and still running by the end of the run. So we'll see how it goes, but overall, I think the fitness is there, just got to execute well on the day. See what comes. See how it goes.